When all else fails, as it often does during the wintertime when we're fishing, when all else fails, what is something that will generally still catch fish? Good morning, guys and girls. January 25. You know, we've waited forever for 2025 to get here, and now we're 125.25. 125.25. It's already used up just about the whole month of January. Isn't it amazing? I want you to look at that beautiful, calm lake behind me. It is 49 degrees out here, but with that bright sunshine, it's so warm, and it's going to get warmer as the day goes on. And but it's 49 degrees, which is kind of a little nip in the air, but since there's no wind, calm, and that bright sunshine is coming up over there and shining down on me. I can feel the warmth coming out of it. It's going to get beautiful as the day goes on. Should be able to catch a few fish. If I fail, our tip today is going to tell you how to succeed if you fail during the wintertime. Today we're looking at 2 Timothy 1:12. We're in now the Catch of the Day book on the Catch a Better Life channel. Over 30,000 people on that channel. Make sure you're subscribed to it. If you're a Facebook person, Jimmy Houston Outdoors, all capital letters on Facebook. Make sure you're a follower there. It doesn't cost anything to be on YouTube. It's free, just like Facebook. Doesn't cost anything to be a subscriber on YouTube. It doesn't cost anything to be a follower on Facebook. 2 Timothy 1:12. This is one of the greatest scriptures in the whole Bible. It's kind of a long one, but it's a great one. 2 Timothy 1:12. You remember Paul wrote this to Timothy right in a letter. Timothy was a young minister that he was mentoring and teaching how to become a great man of God. And he told Timothy, I am not ashamed because I know Jesus. I'm not ashamed because I know Jesus. I'm not positive, but I think that Paul might have been writing that from in prison. Writing him that letter in prison. The one in whom I have believed, and I am sure he is able to protect what he has trusted me with until that day. I'm sure he is able to protect what he has trusted me with until that day. That should be our philosophy. That should be our premise every single day. I'm not ashamed because I know Jesus, and I'm sure he's able to protect that which he's trusted me with until that day. Until what day? Till the day he comes back, or until the day that we leave this earth and go meet him in heaven. Fishermen rely on information from others to help us plan our fishing trips. We all do it. We look at lake levels, we look at lake conditions, we read fishing reports, and we check on, a lot of times you can check on YouTube and find out the fishing reports of that particular lake. And we even call our friends to find out where the fish are biting, what they're biting on, how deep are they, what the area of the lake seems to be doing the best. We spend a lot of time getting ready before we go fishing to figure out how to find fish. And it generally pays off. All I need to know about life, all I need to know as a born-again Christian is in God's Word. Everything I need to know is in God's Word. It's called the Bible. And the greatest friend that I have is Jesus Christ. What a friend I have in Jesus. While fishing information may be sketchy, might be outdated, or just downright wrong. Especially some of those reports you read in newspapers and on the radio and on YouTube. Some of those guys are guides out there, and some of them are just flat out lying to you. Most of those guys are pretty honest about the information they give out. And it's pretty general. They're not going to tell you where their secret holes are. Can I tell you, God's information never changes, and it never has errors. It's never wrong. God's Word promises that Jesus will return. I am sure he is able to protect what he has trusted me with until that day, the day of his return. I have entrusted to him my very soul. And most importantly, I've entrusted it to him for eternity. Not just as I walk around on this beautiful earth that God created, but I've trusted my soul to Jesus for eternity. Here's our tip for today. Talking about what to do when all else fails when you're out there fishing. Something that'll work just about every time. Live bait. That's right, live bait. You know, I went down and fished with a couple friends of mine down in Alabama. Richard Jean, the Fishing Machine, has got a great YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. And also fished with another friend of mine down there, Rocky. And Rocky's got a great YouTube channel as well. And Rocky's a live bait fisherman. Now, Richard Gene fishes with lures a lot, but he fishes with live bait both. But both of those guys are live bait fishermen. And we fish with another friend of mine down there, Ronnie. He's a live bait fisherman too. And it was tough fishing, but with live bait, we whacked them. We whacked them. We really did. So live bait will catch fish in cold weather when artificial baits fail. And one of the things you can do any of the time you're fishing with artificial bait, things like jigs or crappie magics, things like this, and is you can tip them with a minnow, tip them with a chub. You can actually tip some of the lures that we use, jibs that we use with a live bait. We put crawls on the back of jigs all the time during the wintertime. You can put a live crawfish on them, live crawfish. You can buy live crawfish at just about any bait shop, and you can actually put a live crawfish on your jigs, and it will make that jig much, much better. Promise. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. Be sure you subscribe to all of our stuff on social media. Fish lucky. And remember, I sure do love you.